Morning world, welcome to Tuesday 17th of October and another day on the case. Morning darling, how are you today? So update on the cull cows. Friday, that's the day. Hopefully Nat and Cyril are going to come and pick them up and they're going to try and get them booked in for Friday, but like I said to them, they may as well book the cattle in, then they can work on their timetable rather than mine. So that's what's happening. Yeah, Friday. 4 girls leaving the farm for the last time. Okay, so we are back over to the farm. More hedge cutting. I got all my roadside stuff done yesterday. Now it's all internal stuff. Come on you. So yeah, so if you like hedge trimming, this is a video for you. If you find it dull and boring, yeah, well, maybe not. Unless of course something exciting happens as well. Ready? Hey? Come on, up you go. Got a little bit of a stiff neck from yesterday. Probably what happens is you spend hours in here, and after a time, even if it's not that warm outside, you're sat behind a hot engine and on top of a warm gearbox because the PTO's running. And it does get warm in here, so you end up with the aircon on. And for me, looking over my shoulder all the time, bent and twisted, yeah, I get neck ache. So, yes, I'm complaining, I know. It's all part of the job, I know. So, right, we got enough fuel for today. We'll go on and do, we're not going to be there all day, we're only going to have 4 or 5 hours, I expect. So yeah, if I get low on fuel, it's an excuse to come home, innit? I changed my mind. We're going to fuel it up. I want to go through the head anyway before I go back over there, because it's 9 miles away from home, 9 miles away from the workshop. If something goes wrong, it's a long way. I can't carry all the tools I might need if there's an issue, so it's better to check it here. Can I get that down over there? No. Right. Fuel. Hello. What's that? That's like a nut. Where have you come from? Is there a broken off nut somewhere? Yeah, there. How did you get right in there? Right, so I've got a bolt missing out there. Right, okay. I'm not going just yet then. Just what I checked. The rest of them look okay, so it's just that one there. There you go. Snapped off at the bolt head. That's unusual. Okay, well at least I managed to save the nut. Just got to find the little bolt now. Right then, box of little bolts. I bet there's one in here somewhere. You're too big. That's the nut. Oh, that looks about right. Look at that spot on. Might be a tad long though. Yeah, I probably want a bit off there, didn't I? Right, I'll do that nut up to the right length. Actually, it's about a nut length off, isn't it? Okay, we'll shorten the bolt a bit. I'm just going to be cautious because I know what'll happen. I'll make the bolt too short and then I won't be able to find the other one. So about there. That'll do. Right, we're going to cut the end off that. Do you know what? I've only just realised there's no guard on there. Where's the guard? That was highly naughty of me, but in my defence, I never even noticed it went there. Why did we take that off? Was that when we did the bucket? I can't remember now. Anyway, yeah, well, we won't use that again until I find the guard, wherever that is. I did have your glasses on though, right? Just, you know, not all bad. Where do we put that? Okay, so that's that cut off. The thread seems okay. If anything, it seems a little bit not that tight. That's a nylon nut, but I cut it slowly so it didn't get hot. I don't want to melt the nylon. Wonder if I've got another nylon nut. The answer is I probably have, just don't know where. Okay, let's go and fit this. I'll put some stud lock on there. Where's my stud lock? So lads have had a tidy up in here and now I can't find anything. Go on then, in you go. In you go. I know you're not a screw thread in there, but if you're that tight and you want to be screwed in, I don't mind. And you can go in there. I remember this being tricky last time, trying to get this on. This is one of those jobs you need three pairs of hands, or is it 2 pairs of hands? Just get you on, let's get you started. Oh, bottoms. Go on, just get started. Just get started. There we go. Now we're sucking diesel. That's it. We're back on. Okay. Grease. I should have overs on to this really. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I can't get on there with this gun, can I? I've got to use the other one. Right, hang on a second, I'm going to get the other gun. Really? Really? I don't believe it. No, there's grease in there. Might not be a lot. There's enough to do this. Let's try that again. That's better. I always put a little bit more in this end. That's the pulley end. I don't want to over grease that end because if grease gets out into the belt, pulley onto the belts, that's a problem. And this end is the bit that usually gets chucked down in the ditch. So this end gets a bit more work than that sometimes. Plenty around the roller. He gets a lot of work. Yeah, it might be a good idea to tape this today as well, as we're doing internal hedges, and we found 2 pieces of wire with the topper. So yeah, we'll take that too. Right, well, it's a bit later than intended. It's quarter to midday, but don't think I can get this finished today. I think I'm going to be back, but I'm going to get anything done sitting here doing nothing, am I? So let's crack on. This bit's got to go back a bit tight, but we'll do that in 2 runs because there's a fence there and I don't want to hit the fence and I don't want to hit that steel gate post. What I know is there. Right, so this bit doesn't really count as hedge, but it's kind of just as important, as I said before, trying to keep our waterways clear of detritus. The main reason for doing this is for my neighbours upstream. I need to get the water away from them because there is a risk of flooding to their property if I don't. So, and I said I would, so I will. We don't do this every year, every couple of years, but one of the reasons doing it now, you can see in the ditch there, actually, I'll point the camera over. See in the ditch there, we got lots of little goat willows and that growing out of the reed. They're not actually right in it, but once I've got all this cut back and they can see what they're doing, as long as it stays dry enough, I'm going to get the tree guys over here and we're going to cut all of these trees that are in the watercourse out. Again, that's flood prevention. So whether the Environment Agency will like it or not, don't know. But I'm more interested in keeping my neighbours happy than the Environment Agency. I'm not going to get right to the bottom on all of this because this is actually quite a deep water course, but if I can just make it safe, I was in the right gear already. If I can make it safe for the guys, because they can see what they're doing, less likely to trip, fall, drown. So yeah. It's also, as my neighbour walks out here, it also means that he knows I listened. Okay, well, he's going to stay for the time being. That's that chestnut we pollarded about 5-6 years ago. It died. We get a duck nesting in there every year, and around the corner we've got the local tawny owl lives in that bit. So right, so that's basically what we've done. Eco Warriors will have an absolute head fit looking at that, but next job is hopefully the tree team are coming this afternoon. We're going to have out things like this little ash. Well, he's got ash dye back anyway. So, cyclists. Right. Yeah, so the tree team are going to come. We're going to sort of knock back this stuff overhanging the water course. Unfortunately, I can't reach the bulrushes. Not quite. Somebody dug a pond further upstream, decided to plant bulrushes in it, and some of the seed has managed to come down here. So bulrushes on a water course, this is designed to get rid of water. So some of this comes off the motorway up there. It's got to be got rid of. Yeah, that doesn't help. So tree guys are coming this afternoon and they are going to knock off Things like this little goat willow. What are you? That's another goat willow. Little baby sycamore, stuff like that. Knock them off, kill them. We'll use glyphosate pellets, eco plugs for that. But yeah, so all these little trees, that'll be fun getting you out of there. All these come out of the ditch, and then next year when I do this, it's gonna make it much easier for me to just come on down and, you know, keep it clean, keep it moving. So I'm not sure what that is down there. I think it's a big party balloon. Yeah, this is one of those jobs where I could really done with Hedge's machine because it's bigger than mine. I've tickled back some of the hedge other side as far as I can reach as well, just so we can get into this if ever we've got to get in here and actually clean this out, which is probably going to be every 8-10 years. We'll have to come in with a machine and just pull the crap at the bottom, so we can do it. There you go, Nigel. You asked me to do it for you. I've done the best I can with what I got. That's it. 4:30. I can't stay very late today because I've got some tree work I've got to go and look at as well. So, which is a bit of a shame really, because they forecast wet weather tomorrow, and if it's chucking down with rain, I don't tend to do this in the rain because bits stick to the window and I can't focus through it. So a few people have said, why haven't I got the guard on there? I do have a guard, and if I'm doing some big stuff, I'll put the guard on to protect the glass. But for just normal, like annual small bits, the chances of smashing the window with tiny stuff is pretty slim. Not impossible, but slim. So so I only put the guard on if I'm doing like 2 or 3 year old stuff, and then I only do a couple of hours at a time because my eyes get so tired trying to focus on it that I lose concentration. So, oh, you're frightened of getting your little car scratched? Oh, never mind. Oh. You'd rather me hit him than scratch his car on edge. Don't want to get your car scratched, don't drive down the lanes, because it'll happen. Oh God, it's that time of day, isn't it? Everybody's going home and they're all going to be complaining because they're going to be 5 minutes late to following me. Queue that way, queue behind me. Oh well. Oh, come on. That wasn't in gear.